a couple stories high, you know, and I went flying through the air like a bird.
That was perfect.
Many young children dream of running away with the circus, leaving parents and school far behind and stepping into a magical world of fantastic performers and exotic animals. It's a dream that seldom comes true, but one that tugs at our hearts every time the circus comes to town. Tonight, thanks to one family's film and video scrapbook, witness a dream come true.
Sometimes before I go out to perform, and, you know, the audience is getting ready for us to come out, the adrenaline starts to flow, and I think back about when I used to be a kid.
When Robert was in the 2nd grade, we bought him his first bicycle at Christmas time. He was the type of person that was always setting up boards and bricks.
He never rode on a bicycle sitting on the seat. It was always backwards on the handlebars and reverse.
When I was 14 or 15 years old, that's when I really started trick riding. I started out doing, you know, the smaller tricks here and there. I would practice real basic stuff.
Actually, it was my idea to do the filming with the camera. My parents gave me the camera when I was very young, and I just filmed anything that was interesting, and he was interesting. But it wasn't until later that we started using the video camera that he began to critique himself and realized that it could actually be a tool.
It's hard to know what you're doing wrong unless you can see yourself. Somebody else can tell you, but you don't know if you trust them or not. My goals were to try to become as best as I could on my bicycle and try to turn professional. The first time I ever attempted to do the 360-degree backward somersault was in 1989. What we did is we went out to a lake, and there was a dock, and we put the somersault ramp at the end of the dock, and that's how I would practice. I would jump into the water for safety. And after I felt pretty comfortable doing it into the water, we decided to move to land.
I videotaped Robert learning the somersault right before we were married. And that was hard because I had to keep the camera on him all the time and not drop it and make sure that he was okay when he fell.
The first time I saw him do that, I just was horrified.
By playing back the video and watching it, you can actually see that I traveled too far. I landed way at the bottom of the ramp. The ramps were too close together. So what I did is I spread the takeoff ramp and the landing ramp further apart by maybe a couple of feet.
A lot of times, Robert will send a videotape of what's going on. The videotapes are really fun because it shows what Robert wants me to see in his performance, and it lets me keep up with what his family is doing, and those are very proud moments.
Here I am in the middle of an audience entertaining people and having a good time at it. And so I just can't believe that it grew into that. It just went the right way.
We'll be right back with information on how you can become part of